the rumor is you're about to lose Odell Beckham. That's the rumor out of Minneapolis, Minnesota right now. I believe the local K-Fan is reporting talks going between the Vikings and the Browns at 2-5 for Odell. Is that what's going on?
2-5 for Odell.
They'd replace Diggs with Odell. And
how's that sit with you? That trade?
What do you mean? How does it sit with me? For which side? Which side? How would that sit with me?
For both. I'm just saying this is now, we talked about Brandon Cooks getting traded 4 times.
I know.
This is now Odell's third team, and he's only 5 years in the league, 6?
Yeah. That special a guy, why is he being traded
Why is
again?
he being dealt so much? If this guy's so good, if he's one of the top wide receivers in the National Football League, why are teams so quick to be like,
isn't that interesting?
Bye-bye.
Stefanski leaves the Vikings for the Browns, and then the Vikings say, we'll take Odell. I don't know. I don't know.
Weird.
It doesn't strike me if Odell is the guy that the Giants players were all like, love him in the locker room. You heard a lot of crazy things about him with the Browns last year. Was he running the right routes? Was he doing the right thing? Was it Baker Mayfield's fault? What was going on? He had a brutal, I mean, that offense had a beyond substandard year with the exception of Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb had a terrific season, but everybody else did not. And if the Browns do it, then clearly they're doing it for a chemistry issue in their minds. I mean, why would you trade away a talent like Odell Beckham? And if you're the Vikings, you trade away Stephon Diggs and you replace him with Odell Beckham.
Also on the Browns, maybe you risk alienating one of his great friends in Jarvis Landry that you also have.
We all make these assumptions about players being tight and friends and all of that stuff. We have no idea what's going on in the locker room. We really do not.
But why run the risk?
We really do not. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, gosh, those guys are tight just because they went to the same school and they're so excited to have played together last year. And who knows, once they could have played together and been like, I'm sick of this guy. Let me get out of there.
Yeah, maybe.
Or they're like, yeah, I would never want to not play with them ever again. We have literally no idea. We were, I'll say it, I don't care. We were going back and forth last night, because I follow Funhouse on Twitter. He's tweeting out about Cowherd talking about when Durant was signing with the Warriors.
Yeah, 2016.
In advance of it, saying there was no chance of it. Why would Steph Curry take fewer shots? Klay Thompson's going to be number 3 on the team. How would he even handle that? There's no chance of that happening. And
like 4 days before.
At the very time, Steph Curry was basically saying, I'll take less shots. And Klay Thompson's like, I'll be the number 3 guy. As a matter of fact, I'll fly out to the Hamptons to tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, what did I write back to you?
Serious, but again, so
nobody knows.
Nobody knows. We don't know. We do not know. And we could sit here and say Zimmer is a no-nonsense guy. So why would he want to have the guy whose boat photograph was the high point of the Giants' McAdoo era and the high point of his entire tenure with the Giants, with the exception of high pointing the ball against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football? And was the high point of I guess they haven't even sniffed the playoffs since then. Or Odell is the guy that we've gotten to know in a way, is an affable fellow who
seems to be a great guy
who players love to play with. Or this may not even be happening. It's that time of the year. And now is the time you're going to start hearing this stuff, because the 2 and the 5 is something the Browns would love to cash in right here, right now. And that 2 could be used on a kid wide receiver who is dynamite, because we have seen 2nd and 3rd round wide receivers perform so well the last couple of years. And this year's wide receiver class is as deep as it has ever been. Honestly. 16 plus years. This is my 17th draft, I think. This wide receiver group is deep. Did you hear? There it is. That's Mark Malusis, who I think I heard for many years on WFAN in New York. But yeah, is that WFAN in New York? Is that where he is right now? There you go. 2-5. Trade's not done.
Close.
Deal is being discussed.
Okay.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.